Hi, Jason. I thought this would be a way to let you know what I'm seeing with the Arabic text that I've been sending, the forms I've been sending you, and what you've been sending me back. Thought this might help uh, understand uh, what might be the problem with the second batch that you sent me. Uh, what I sent you is in this ORIG directory. I'm on a Windows computer. And what I sent you, I believe, was this MW72Arabic.zip for the first one and MW72Arabic1.zip for the second batch. And then I sent you a little bit of helping material, I believe, for the first batch. When this is unzipped, it leads to this file, this text file 0010099. Now I'm going to open this file up now, and it'll open up with Emacs, which is my default editor. So I just want you to see what it looks like when I open it. And I want you to especially pay attention to this character right there. Here it just displays perfectly. This was the first set I sent you. Now there's another character that, let's see, I'm going to change to line number mode because I remember there was a particular line. Yeah, here. See, this line 72 has another character in it, which is it's a left quote. You know, it's not just a standard quote, it's a Unicode left quote. And I think because of the presence of that character in the file, both my editor and your editor, when you opened up this file, auto-recognized the file as being in UTF-8. Now I want to show you the second batch. There's a difference in the second batch that's very subtle. Here's the second batch. I'm going to open it up just by double-clicking and opening it up in my Emacs editor. Now take a close look at this first line in this second batch. You see here there's not just this broken bar there, but there's also that funny looking thing with a hat on it, a capital A with a hat before that. And what that tells me when I'm using Emacs, which is what is the editor I'm using, is that it did not it did not auto recognize UTF-8 for this file. This file doesn't happen to have that left quote, and so I don't know exactly what algorithm is used by the editor to auto detect the encoding, but it did not auto detect UTF-8. So in Emacs, there's you can reopen the buffer or the file with a particular coding system. I know there's something like this in TextWrangler, and I think you mentioned there was something like this in Coda, where you could reopen in a certain encoding. And notice what happens when I do that and I say to use UTF-8. And it asks me if I really want to do this, and I say yes. And that A hat thing goes away. So now I know that Emacs knows I'm in UTF-8 now. Okay, so that's what I sent you. So my suspicion is that you did not reopen the second batch in UTF-8 before you started editing the Arabic. And let me show you another fact that supports that as a hypothesis. Here, this folder, this completed folder, has all the stuff you sent me back. Now, the first one you sent me back was this. You just sent me back a text file with _JR in it. And when I open it up, presumably this looks like the appropriate Arabic. It certainly looks, we certainly have the appropriate, I believe we're really in UTF-8 because of that that broken bar shows up properly. And I think if you look at this, it will look like it's being, the Arabic part is being properly recognized. So that's the first batch. But now let's look at the second batch. It's a different story. Here's the second batch. You called it underscore Jason underscore 2. So I'm going to open it up. Now, here's how it looks to me in Emacs. Okay, now I see this funny /202 that's weird, and also some of these little A hat kind of things. Now, I'm going to do the same thing with this that I did for the file I sent you. I'm going to reread the buffer as UTF-8. Now watch what happens when I do that with this second file you sent me. Yes, I do want to do that. Notice it does not change the this coding. So that means that this coding, what I think this means, is that the coding that's in this file is some kind of a mixture. And I think the reason it's some kind of mixture is because when you first started working with this, you did not reopen it in UTF-8, the second batch, and then you added Arabic, and it got, and although you ended up making it look mostly right on your end, it actually was kind of a mishmash of codings. That's my suspicion. So I wanted to show you this with this little video, and I'll end the little video now.